Hello students, welcome to online class. Today we will discuss about banking innovation which is part of class 12 banking syllabus. Over here in this chapter we will learn about the new technique and the innovation done by the bank. Introduction for banking innovation. Worldwide financial systems have undergone structural changes. The global factors driving these changes have been advancements in technology and computing, external financial liberalization, and organizational changes in the corporate world. Banking and finance in emerging economies has been no exception. Structural shift in these economies have been motivated by their country specific factors, also including the macroeconomic pressure, disintermediation pressure, and banking crisis of 1990, globalization of banking operations and expansion of financial activities as a result of technology advancement in an increasingly market driven environment have redefined the business models and changed the way the bank used to do the banking business before. The banking industry has virtually seen a shift from brick and mortar banking to banking virtually across the time zone, geographical research, and alternative delivery channel. Indian banking has also come a long way in absorption of technology such as installation of ALPMS, ALMS. Banks have moved fast to optimize IT resources. Indian economy has recently been exhibiting sign of staying ahead of global activity. Rapid globalization and increased competitiveness has forced banking innovation in diversified way. It means the introduction of application of something new, either new goods and services or new ways of producing them. Innovation differs from invention in one essential respect. An invention is the discovery of something new, whereas an innovation is the actual introduction of application of something new. It is an important factor responsible for country's economic development. So these are the requirement or features of innovation of banking. So there we came to know what are the features and factors for the banking innovation. Here some other options also left. Revolution of financial services, more competitive environment, speed up of modern technology, trends towards diversification by the banks abroad. The demand for diversified financial services was also created by the structural changes that have taken place in Indian economy, such as share of the service sector increased, the salaried middle class has risen fast, and they are in the need of financial assets with higher income growth potential than the usual commercial bank deposit. The strategy of accelerating pace of development has been undertaken by giving an impetus to increased consumption of industrial products through tax concession and other means. The industrial growth appears to be largely anchored to the consumption of needs of urban middle class, which has emerged with much potential demand for the variety of financial services, such as that means the innovative financial services taken by the bank at present, housing financer, hire purchase, leasing, merchant banking, mutual fund, consumer loan, venture capital finance. Apart from this, we are experiencing computer revolution and some other important innovation such as certificates of deposit, commercial paper, check and credit card. Banks are active in distributing share, debenture and bond also. These are all the recent innovative. These are all actually the recent initiative taken by the bank to develop their financial services. Now here we will discuss about the concept of retail banking and why it is so popular. Retail banking is actually about providing the banking services to the individual and joint individual opposed to wholesale banking, which focuses on industry or the institutional client. In retail banking, all the banking needs of individual customers are taken care of an integrated manner, because in case of retail banking, the individual customer are the most important thing, or we can say they are the priority for this retail banking. Though retail banking is now encompasses all types of individual customer, often bank tends to focus on high net worth individuals. But now that concept has totally changed. Now here we will discuss about some of the retail banking products and their services. Deposit and advances, major products offered under retail lending to suit various segments of the customers like salaried person, businessmen, traders, professional technocrats, pensioners, laborers, etc. like housing loan, personal loan, educational loan, vehicle loan, loan for consumer goods, credit and debit card, global and international card, loan for holiday, insurance products, gold loan, event loan. These are some of the example of retail banking product and services. Products for depositors in various segments like children, housewives, salaried, etc. and etc. Banks are coming with more and more features to add value to the retail banking products and the services, like issuance of free ATM card. That means if you want to open your account in any of these retail banks, free of cost, you will avail this facility, the ATM card, and it is a global ATM card. Concession in commission for issuance of pay order of demand draft. If you are a customer of one particular bank and if you want to open pay order or DD, so at that case you will get some commission from there. Free investment advisory services. If you are having a plan to invest your money in somewhere, so from the bank they will give you free advisory services. Issuance of free checkbook. In a financial year, you are going to receive one particular checkbook at free of cost, 50 pages checkbook actually. If you need more than that, so in that case you need to pay some money. Otherwise, in a financial year, one free of cost checkbook is given to each and every customer by a retail bank. Dematting of share, debenture and the bonds. Retail banks are allowing us to open our demat account, and through that we can demat the share, the debenture and the bond. Payment of utility bills like electricity, telephone and water bills on due date. Through a retail bank, a user can be able to pay the electricity bill, telephone bill and the water bill on the due date. Payment of monthly or quarterly education fees of children. Through this retail bank, customer or the user can be able to pay the EMI, maybe monthly, maybe quarterly, for the education fees for their children. Payment of insurance premium on the due dates. Through the retail bank, customer can be able to pay the insurance premium on the due date. So lots of features or the benefits provided by the retail bank towards their customer. Microfinancing, plastic miles, credit and debit card. These retail banks are allowing us microfinancing. They are providing us the plastic miles also. That means the credit card and the debit card, which we can be able to use globally. Here you can get some example. SBI and Tata Group have introduced the Tata credit card. Cardholders get the benefit from Tata Group companies like Tata Motors, Titan, Tanishq and the Tata AIG. So that means it's a tie-up between the SBI and the Tata Group to give much more facilities towards their customer compared to other banks. Thomas Cook has introduced a global money card. The card allows one to withdraw cash in local currency from global Visa ATM and to pay for goods and the services across the world. A Jet Airways Citibank Gold Credit Card is complete travel card. Add-on card for 5 members of your family absolutely free. That means if you are an esteemed customer of Citibank, so over there you will get one facility which is actually tied up by Jet Airways and the Citibank, and they will provide you a travel gold card where you can be able to add 4 of your family member except you. You plus 4 family member, it will be total 5 members. So the 5 member can be able to travel over there with the help of that card. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and please don't forget to like my video. Thank you.